This week on Buzz Mojo Unsolved, we're going to be covering the mystery of Homo Stultus, a species long thought to be extinct. So, have you guys heard of Homo Stultus? Do you believe in Homo Stultus?
Wait, what's that? I was never good at Latin.
Wait, doesn't that just mean foolish human? I happen to know quite a few myself in my apartment building.
The Homo Stultus are a species that dates back all the way to ancient Egypt, in which they called them the Ugak-ak. In ancient Egypt, slavery was a normal part of society. It was said that the Ugak-ak were a lower class of slaves who even helped build ancient Egyptian monuments, such as the Great Pyramids. The hieroglyphs clearly depict the Ugak-ak's features, but the Egyptians did not go into detail about their behavior.
So maybe they're aliens of some sort.
Well, I don't know about that.
We can get back to your crazy theories at the end of this video.
The Romans also had a lower class of slaves, which closely resembled the Egyptian portrayal of the Ugak-ak, which they called Homo Stultus.
We can't be sure they were referring to the same species.
You also can't be sure they weren't talking about the same beings.
Yeah, that's true.
Historical reports suggest the slavers took the Homo Stultus away from their families at a very young age and put them through what is basically a brainwashing process.
I'm not gonna lie, but this one's really giving me the chills.
Oh, come on. Don't be so easily spooked.
Yeah, but who wet themselves last time?
Okay, let's not talk about the past now.
That's funny because that's exactly what we're doing this episode.
Okay. Recently acclaimed architect Jeff Bezos has come across an interesting discovery about Homo Stultus. So today, we have secured an interview with him to talk about previous sightings. Let's go. Alright guys, pre-interview cam right here. Just really excited overall. Let's go.
So, we're just about to enter the building, and I have to say, I am.
That's very true, that's very true. Okay, let's go.
Alright, let's get the lighting done and the audio set up. I want a camera there, here, and one over here.
Guys, there's not enough space in the interview room, so I think, here and I will stay outside. That's fine.
I think that should be fine. You only need like 2 people to film anyway, right?
Make sure you guys stay outside and stay put. I don't want to go around looking for you guys if you get lost.
Okay, chill. Sure, it's not like we're gonna be doing anything anyways.
Better not be.
So today, we have with us the acclaimed Jeff Bezos. Thanks for coming, Jeff.
You came to my office.
Well, semantics aside, what can you really tell me about Homo Stultus?
Well, I think you already know their presence in history, but most people assume they have long gone extinct. However, Homo Stultus are very well equipped and at blending in with mankind.
So then, how can you really tell if someone is indeed Homo Stultus?
That's a question I've never heard before. The Homo Stultus do not ever realize that they are Homo Stultus. However, in the case that they do realize they are Homo Stultus, this demonstrates intelligence and thus they are no longer Homo Stultus.
Well, but how can someone change species?
We're getting off track here. We're supposed to be investigating the past history of the Homo Stultus, not some wild conspiracy theory. We're on a tight schedule. Thank you for your time, Mr. Bozo.
Why was Alex so adamant about us doing that cramped reception room? Seems unusual.
It's not a big deal. I mean, we're just going on a walk.
Are you sure you could go in there? I think it's fine. This room doesn't seem to be used that often. Soon I'd find something.
Alright, let's go.
What the hell? Wait, come over here. Alright, let me teach you.
What? Do you know what you're looking at?
I took high school biology, so I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about. But anyways, that's beside the point. These don't look like regular cells. Maybe there's some other kind of life form. Here, come here. I found something interesting.
It looks like some sort of research paper, right?
No.
But there's Alex's name on it. That's so weird. We need to check this out. Chad, that's really weird.
I hear someone coming.
Alright, let's go. Adam, come on.
Alright guys, so I just got out of the interview and I don't know, my mind was really blown there. When Jeff Bezos told us that anyone could be Homo Stultus, I don't know, I was just like, what? You know, I don't even know if I'm human anymore. I could be Homo Stultus as well. I don't know. Alex seemed to think he was pretty stupid though, because he got really angry towards the end. I don't know, maybe he was just having a bad day or something. Also, like, I might be going crazy, but I felt like Jeff really looked like Alex, like they were like twins or something. I don't know, man.
Okay, so we read over the paper, and it has really messed up stuff in it. There's some pages about ways to brainwash young children.
This may sound far-fetched, but we think this is actually evidence of an alien life form. Like, think about it. We found some unknown cell in the lab, and previously we talked about the brainwashing of the Homo Stultus. Oh, perhaps the people brainwashing the Homo Stultus are extraterrestrial beings.
Here, keep it down. Honestly, I don't even know why Alex would write something like that.
But why is he even at Buzz Molecular? Is he trying to hide something from us?
He might be. We need a good way of confronting him. Obviously, we can't let anyone know about this until we confront Alex. I have a theory that I'm gonna give at our final shoot, and let's just see Alex's reaction.
Yeah, that sounds good, but we need to plan this out carefully.
Alright, let's go then.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, after all the evidence we've gathered, what are your theories?
Okay, so for my theory, I believe that the Homo Stultus have long gone extinct. All these theories nowadays, it's just the urban myth.
Okay, legit, none of our evidence supports that theory.
Okay, but it's the most logical. There's no crazy stretch of the imagination involved.
Yeah, but what about what Jeff Bezos told us?
I wouldn't really trust that snake if I were you.
What do you mean by snake?
Never mind.
Okay, so moving on. For my theory, I believe that the Homo Stultus are actually us, because Jeff Bezos explained how the Homo Stultus are adept at camouflaging into society. So I believe the Homo Stultus are now us.
Wait, how can that even happen? A species can't just change its morphological features whenever it likes. It needs to undergo evolution. I'm sure they've gone extinct. The Homo Stultus, they are extinct.
Okay, just hear me out, okay? Think of, you know how Bezos talked about Homo Stultus not becoming Homo Stultus after they realized they're Homo Stultus, right? So imagine Homo Stultus not as a biological species, but rather a label put onto a species to oppress them or suppress them. I think this is plausible.
Why do you keep trusting that snake?
Why do you keep calling him a snake? I thought the interview went well.
Dude, Alex got super mad when Jeff mentioned like the Homo Stultus catch. He just ended the interview like that.
Okay, can we please get back on track?
Fine. For my theory, I think that the Homo Stultus are aliens from another galaxy, and they came to our world, and they provided us technologies to build monuments such as the Great Pyramids.
What are we, the History Channel now?
But this theory explains all the missing gaps in human history. How can ancient human beings acquire such complicated technology?
Are you seriously trying to convince me that laying down a few blocks of limestone requires alien intervention?
Okay, doesn't it seem weird that a civilization as advanced as the ancient Egyptians, right, could build a 100-meter tall pyramid, but can't have like the technology to document any of this?
Hey, good for them. What does this have to do with the Homo Stultus?
Don't you see? The aliens accredited us with the achievement and labeled themselves as Homo Stultus. They covered up their entire existence. That's why there's no historical documents on this.
We wouldn't expose our existence that easily.
Wait, what do you mean by we?
I obviously meant they. Why do you have to point out every single mistake I make?
I just realized something. Hey Kim, can you please repeat what you said about the Homo Stultus?
I said that the Homo Stultus may actually still be present in modern times, and in fact they're not a biological species, but rather a label.
Okay, so based on what Ruby and I have found, along with what you just said, I have one more theory. So from ancient times, aliens have been deceiving us by covering up their existence and becoming our puppet masters. They've infiltrated our society in order to further their own agenda. They've labeled us as Homo Stultus in reference. It's a vector!
You know, we found a research paper with your name on it and showed all your crimes against humanity.
Which paper? I've written thousands of papers right under your Homo Stultus noses. Guess what? We've been controlling the media for the past 300 years. And this is no exception.
There are more of you.
We need to publish this online. And basically, they're just not a biological species, but rather a label.
I see.
Yeah, that's our best one yet.
You also can't be sure they weren't talking about the same beings.
Yeah, that's true.
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 Seema here, always.
I'm really sorry. I'm spoiling your
Sorry,
video.
we're filming something.
Okay, alright, what class are you in?
We're not. Yeah, we're filming for English 12.
Okay, just be really careful because nobody's allowed to go out these doors because they don't lock. See, they're unlocked and it keeps the school. Sorry, I just wanted to see who we
Sure.
Thank you.
Who is this? Oh no, Oni-chan. Oh no, Futa is trap better than trap. A rude in. Don't slack off. Go back to work.
Hey, this Sunday, you guys.
Oh, Mikael.
The new TTC state.
These are pretty cool. These are really. We wouldn't expose our existence that easily. Are we done? We wouldn't expose our existence that easily.
One more, dumbass.
That's
story and then the big twister, you know, like the big twister door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's gonna be little Dennis. Fuck him up.
Dude, what the fuck?